Hello Pisces, welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is a work and career reading for Pisces from the 28th of January to the 10th of February 2019. Please don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign for a more complete picture. If you would like to buy the decks, I've put them in the description box and I put in links to Amazon and eBay. So click on these links to get to the site to view the decks to buy them. And please don't forget to watch my deck walkthrough series. You'll find that interesting. And also don't forget to watch your 2019 spreads for the year. That will give you some guidance about what to do next. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if these messages resonate with you. So I'm starting off with the general energy read and then I will do the general tarot read after that. Okay, so I'm using my own deck, which is the Money Mud cards. And it says that you're feeling unsupported and isolated at this moment. There's a lot of gossip and rumors that you might be dealing with at the moment. But there is some good news for you that's coming. It's on its way. So, in the past, you've got plans that are progressing quite nicely. And you've also got explore and consider all possible options. So you consider all possible options, explore them, and your plans have been progressing quite nicely. So going into the future, it says prioritization and focus on your goals. And there might be some kind of insurance payout coming to you. So some money is coming to you, maybe from an insurance payout. So there is good news coming, and this might be the insurance payout that is coming to you. And make sure that you are prioritizing and focusing on your goals. And this is the beginning of the year. That's a good time to do that. So those are the energies for those 2 weeks. So I'm using the Bright Idea deck here for the main read. I have put it in the description box. And just need to go through those links to see the deck. So I have shuffled the deck before and I'm just going to cut. Okay, Teddy, go and sit that side, please. Thank you. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, you've got experience. So it looks like you're quite an expert at whatever you're doing. You're spending a lot of time doing it, though. Very focused on it. This is the Hermit card, and it is the card that is ruled by Virgo. And you can see you've got a lot of awards, so you've got a lot of experience. You've gotten a lot of maybe degrees or a lot of training with regards to this job, and you are the person that is in charge right now. You're really like the expert to which everybody comes and asks for advice. You're working according to deadlines, and you're working pretty hard, very focused, almost chained to your job. You can see this man's got a handcuff over his wrist and he's got chains to the desk. And everybody's pointing fingers at you in the sense that you are the one that is taking sole responsibility for whatever projects that are doing. So you're very focused on your work. And Virgo is the card of being very focused on energy with regards to work. It is a card that is ruled by Mercury, so a very practical sign, but also somebody that spends all their time very focused on their job. And this is the energy that is coming through. So what's going on with you? You are working very, very hard at what you do. Whatever you're doing, it's very, very unique. You can see this person's painted all these pictures behind, and they're all sort of run of the mill, and yet whatever they're doing is very unique. They've got a lot of artistic expression going on in the work. So whatever you're doing, although it might be sort of a mundane job, you are putting in a lot of yourself into this particular job, and you're expressing it in a very different way compared to everybody else. And for that reason, you are standing out above the crowd. You've got the goat over here, so whatever you're doing is also causing you to climb that ladder of your career ladder. So people are recognizing, and with this climb up, it looks like you're getting there as far as your work goes. Now you've got the perspective card over here, which is like the hangman card. It's a time for you to stop having doubts about whatever you're doing. You also need to look outside the box. In other words, see things from a very, very different perspective. And that is going to be the key that gets you out of these problems. So you gotta have to stump out all these doubts. You've got this big snake over here. There might be people around you that are not very, very supportive, and people that are trying to cause your downfall as well. And maybe because you can see this man's got a mask on his face over here, you're not seeing that these people are not working for your best interests. So you need to stomp out all those people that are trying to bring you down or trying to, be toxic towards you as well. And take out blinkers. In other words, look at things from a very, very different perspective. And you've got that ability because you are a very expressive person. You can see that with this painting over here. So whatever you're doing in your work, you've got to actually do things differently from what everybody else is doing. And when you do that, that will be the key. So this, you deviating from the norm is going to be the key that opens the door for you to be able to advance. So in the past, you've got resolve. So you've been dealing with something that was very, very difficult. You've got the Mars sign over here. And this is the Seven of Rods. So having to defend yourself in a very, very difficult situation. It looks like there was somebody there that came and helped you. But, it's almost as though everything, broke down. There was some kind of big event that happened. And you've got the demolition card over here, which is the Tower card. So something that you were defending yourself against ended up blowing up or exploding or, going, it ended up becoming something bigger. So it started off where you were defending yourself and, you were in a bit of problems, but it seems to have escalated into something where there was a complete destruction. And it's a big moment. It's a big tower moment where everything was destroyed. Everything was removed. So some big event, there was some discord, maybe there was a big argument, something happened. Because you hear with the resolve, the Seven of Wands over here, you're defending yourself, somebody coming to rescue you and get you out of a difficult situation, but it seems like everything has broken down, everything has blown up. And on your mind, you've got the response card. So, you had to respond pretty quickly. You had to be on your feet. You had to be on your toes trying to defend yourself. And you're trying to pick up the pieces over here. You can see everybody standing over here and watching while you were trying to do things, act very quickly. Whatever happened, you needed quick responses. And that's been playing on your mind, how quickly you had to respond in that situation. But it is a crisis. This whole scenario shows that there was some kind of crisis that happened. And you've got the crisis card over here, which is the Five of Pentacles. So there was a lot of loss. There was a lot of despondency. You're feeling very depressed at the moment. And you're feeling like everything has been, destroyed, that you had such a big loss. Now it looks like you've got to think yourself out of the situation. You've got the sign of Mercury over here. And it's something to do with your personal money because you've got the sign of Taurus over here as well. So the light is gone out. You can see this torch is lying on the floor over here. So you really don't know what to do. You're in a particular position after this crisis where you don't know what to do. And everybody seems to be pointing fingers at you, that you were the one that was responsible for whatever happened. So some kind of crisis happened. You were right in the middle of it. It caused a big chaotic event that happened. And now you are the one that suffered a lot of loss. And you're really sitting in the dark over there, feeling very depressed, feeling very despondent. It's got something to do with your money, obviously. And you're going to have to think your way out of this. Now, there is somebody there that is going to help you and show you the light. There's somebody out there that is around you that it might be something very trivial. They might say something very small, but turns out that it is going to be the thing that guides you into the light again. So although this person is sitting over here very depressed in the dark without the torch, there's somebody over there that is showing them where the light is, that you don't need that torch, that you will be able to get out of this event. So there is some kind of support that is going to get you. And also with this, there's, whatever that situation is, very, very toxic. You've got this huge snake over here. But you can see an answer is coming. This hand is coming out of the water to give you the key to get yourself unlocked from this particular mask. So whatever it is, a key, an answer, something is coming in the form of an advice or some kind of event coming in. Somebody's showing you how to get out of the situation that you're feeling that there was so much of loss from. Now you've got, this is the Seven of Swords over here. So there was a lot of deception. A lot of things have been left in the dark, and you are going to have to do some kind of investigation. Maybe you're investigating on how to get out of it or what the answers to the solution to the problem was. There was a lot of deception. With the Seven of Swords, it's a lot of deception. It's where you had to just take your things and move on. Leave behind whatever was not serving you with that Seven of Swords. You can see this man is trying to light these candles himself. It's the beginning of a new phase, and as this moon grows, things will come to light. So you're sitting in the dark a little bit at the moment, and you're trying to find out exactly what happens. Maybe you're questioning why it happened, and you're going through it in your mind to find out what was the cause of whatever the problem was. You still don't have the answers. He's still got one candle unlit in his hand, but he is trying to find out what the answers are. He's trying to bring light into the dark over here. So you are trying to investigate and find out exactly what happened. Maybe you're questioning, going through whatever you did, going through the events to find out exactly what happened. At the moment, you've got the balance card, which is the justice card, and you're trying to find that balance. You're trying to find, maybe you've got the situation going on where you're trying to balance work against your family life. So whatever is happening over there, you're very stressed out because this woman's right at the edge of this particular, building, right on the top of it. So you're trying to balance yourself. Maybe you're at the top of whatever profession you're doing, and you're trying to get that answer, find that sweet spot where you can balance that family life and making money. So you've got this balance card going on over here, and it's also a card of justice, because this is the justice card, and you're trying to find out where things went wrong, find out who did what to you, and you're hoping that they get their comeuppance, really. So what you want is all of these problems to come to an end. You've got the conclusion card over here, and you want whatever it is to come to an end and finish off, and you want to just wrap things up, really, and move on. Your idea is just to finish off and move on. So going into the future, you've got capability, evaluation, and imagination. So you are very, very busy. You've got this card of the magician over here. So this is multitasking, working to deadlines, a lot of communication. A lot of your time is spent doing this particular job. You're very, very busy. And, you're trying to get things sorted out. Now, with the magician card, it's a card of manifestation. So whatever you think, you will be able to manifest. Whatever you see, you will be able to manifest. It's a card where things starts happening for you because you put your input into it. So you are very busy, but whatever you have, if you are thinking positively, you will be able to manifest a positive outcome for whatever the situation is. So all the things seem to be really dire at this particular time, with all these cards happening. The crisis card, the tower card, the hangman card, where things don't seem to be going right and everything around you seems so toxic. You've got the magician card coming in to get you out of that situation, and miraculously you will be able to move out of it, but you're going to have to put in a lot of work. You've got Mercury appearing here again with this magician card, which means you're going to have to think your way out of the situation. Both these cards, even the crisis card, has got Mercury sitting over there. So in the background over there, it's really appearing quite amazingly in the two cards here. You're going to have to think your way out of this crisis. So just have a good think about it and be very logical about how you're thinking. Go through it, investigate things, find out exactly what happened and what went wrong, and you will be able to get yourself out of it with the magician card. There's an evaluation coming in for you over here in your workplace situation. So people are looking at what you're doing. Now, from this expression card, it seems like they like what they see, because whatever you're doing is very, very good. But there's some kind of workplace evaluation coming in where people are going to be assessing what you're doing on your work, in your work situation. This is the Seven of Pentacles. This is that project that you've invested a lot of time and effort into. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's usually putting a lot of time and energy into something and waiting for it to reap its rewards. So with this evaluation coming up for you, you have put in a lot of work and people are looking. So you've painted this picture, you can see with the expression card, and now people are going to be looking at this picture and evaluating your work that you've done. And you've got the imagination card, which says that it's time to stop procrastinating. So whatever you're doing, stop procrastinating, put in the effort, put in all your energy into this card. It is something that you're going to be, you're going to love doing whatever you're doing, but instead of sitting and just daydreaming about it, you need to stop procrastinating and get the show on the road, really. Start working and start doing whatever you need to do, and you will be able to produce something from it. So stop hanging about. Any projects that you need to do, you need to complete it. You need to finish it. Don't procrastinate on it. You need to take on the this energy off the Hermit, the Virgo energy, where you're not procrastinating about anything anymore. And start working. So I'm going to just draw some cards from the Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill. I'll just draw 3 cards from that. And this is Oracle. And I should draw 3 cards from the Fairy Tarot as well. So with this Oracle card, the first one is to stay constructive. And the subconscious mind will translate into its physical equivalent a thought impulse of negative or destructive nature, just as readily as it will act upon a thought impulse of positive and constructive nature. So in other words, with the Magician card, you need to stay constructive and be positive. The second one is potential power, which says knowledge is only a potential power. It becomes power only when and if it is organized into definite plans of actions and directed to a definite end. So you need to be very, very, very clear about what you're going to do, and you need to make some plans. So here you're sitting and daydreaming. You need to put these plans into action and stop procrastinating. And the Abundance card is coming in, and there's the key again. So you've got the key coming in over here, and you can see something is offering you a key here with perspective cards. So there is something coming in, and this is the key that opens the abundance, the riches. So somebody's going to give you an idea on how to get out of this situation. They are giving you the key. You need to listen to that as well. So you've got to stay constructive, potential power is to make plans, and abundance is coming in for you. And then on the Fairy Tarot, you've got let go of belief systems that no longer work for you, an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. So you need to let go of things that are not serving you anymore. You need to move on. This is another Tower card. So it's number 16, a life-changing event. So something big has come in that has shifted all the stagnant energy that you were undergoing. You were a bit stuck in your old belief systems, and this is the reason why this Tower has come in. You've got the Empress card, which is the card of abundance. Time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows a life of luxury. So instead of procrastinating, you've got the Empress card over here. It is a time for action, and it's going to bring you a lot of abundance if you act on whatever you do. You need to do. And then you've got the Princess of Winter, information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, and Indigo Child. So the whole point is that somebody is going to bring you some kind of information, especially in this crisis situation, that is going to be able to get you out of that crisis situation. It might be something that you don't want to hear. It might be a criticism. It might be something that is not very, very nice to hear, but it is something that you have to take on board, and that is the thing that is going to change the way things are going. So it looks like you have been through quite a crisis. There's been a big development over here, a Tower moment, and that is being reflected also within the Fairy Tarot over here. It's showing that something big has come to take you out of that situation. It left you with a lot of financial loss and feeling really despondent and depressed. But somebody is there to help you, and this is the time for you to think yourself out of the situation. The solution will come to you. And you've got the Magician card over here that is saying, with thinking and a lot of hard work and acting instead of procrastinating. So don't sit back and expect everything to change. You're going to have to put your effort into it. There's some kind of assessment coming up for you. And, investigate and find out exactly why this happened. And if you can take those lessons and put them into whatever you're doing, abundance will come to you, because the final card for the Think and Grow Rich thing is abundance. So abundance is coming to you, but you need to act, and you need to be very clear and make very clear plans about how you're going to sort the situation out. So I hope this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Leave me some comments if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.